What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Base Damage. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to be going over the results for Worlds. I realize I'm a little bit late to the party. They posted this right as I went back out on the road for my job for a couple weeks. So it was a little bit aggravating, but at the same time, it's whatever. I was able to look over the stuff while I was out on the road a little bit. But yeah, no. So right off the bat, this is the top 8 for Worlds for everybody who won, and a big shout out just right off the bat. We're just going to give a big shout out to Ryushun, the world champion, one of the guys from Refresh Point. So I've had him and Ben on the podcast, and was rooting for them going into this anyway. I thought someone else that I knew was going to be going, but ended up not going, so that's totally cool. But seeing them and seeing their progress throughout the year, the past year, listening to their podcast as well, has just been really cool. So to see this come to fruition as much as they have really been working hard to try to get to this point, I was very glad to see one of them up there. And they do have, Weiss Tea Time does have the list of like all the participants. The only 3 decks we're going to go over today is the top 3. Jazzy reporter here, I believe, is Ben. I'm fairly certain it is, because he's rocking the slime and everything. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if so, he still got 13th, which is, really cool. Out of 56 total players, and obviously a lot of information isn't up here just yet. I know Weiss Tea Time is working really hard to get all of the information for that and posting it, but the main thing we are going to be talking about today is the top 8, because eventually Weiss Tea Time will do like a breakdown of like all the different sets that were in it. Obviously, you got 7 Deadly Sins, Bane Dream, Azure Lane, Overlord. We did see some Overlord, even though it did not top whatsoever. Avatar The Last Airbender. Oh, big showing of Avatar The Last Airbender for this. I was really, really happy for that. That's so cool. But yeah, and obviously I don't know who the hell this is right here. Just can't read that. The thing is, so let's do the breakdown, and we're going to go over each deck. So Ryushun, Steve won with Caligura from Hololive. Beery so got second place with Standby Muron from Slime. Hidden Squid got with Avatar The Last Airbender, the Toph Azula deck. Savior came in with another Caligura. I do want to do a quick look, see here. There was plenty of Hololive decks. You can see Polka Choco here, Chloe Marine, Ozkigura, Chloe Marine. I was curious as to how many Ozkiguras there was going to be. We do have an Ozki Polka. Hell yeah, thank you. Ozkigura. Okay, so we had several people rocking with Ozkigura. I was very surprised to see Caligura, like multiple ones up here. I knew Ryushun was going to be taking that. I believe he had said so on their podcast right before going to Worlds, and then obviously the one after he did the breakdown. Please go listen to their podcast episode and his experience with Japan in general as well, and that was like really cool to listen to. But also just the entire breakdown of how he felt playing the tournament is really cool. Sin Kao with 7 Deadly Sins, the Elizabeth Hendrickson. This has been popping up quite a bit, and that's really fucking cool. Also, just because my head's like actually covering it, he went 6-0 before the Swiss cut. So before the top 8 cut, he went undefeated with Elizabeth Hendrickson. So that's actually kind of crazy. I didn't realize it was going to be doing that good. So maybe he just hit, maybe he was lucky. Maybe he has like a hidden strat that's just, very powerful. Because I've looked over the deck and I do like it. I just didn't think it was going to be doing that well. We have William with Slime, Standby Muron, EC with Standby Muron, and Kokurin. This was a very fun match to watch him. He was on one of the feature matches with Adventure Time, Standby Choice. And I knew nothing of Adventure Time. Big shout out to Stevie Youth in the Discord. He hopped on the Discord call when I was watching the live stream and helped inform me of what Adventure Time could do, and because I had no idea what Adventure Time does. I haven't looked at that shit at all. But we're going to look at the top 3 real quick. So the Toph Azula one is the level 1 Toph engine right here. Just very, very powerful engine with the level 3 Azula endgame that basically utilizes this particular level 0 Sokka to get off as many attacks as you possibly can. Very consistent, very powerful, just a really awesome deck overall. I think this is a promo right here. Yeah, that's like a promo. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about this. This is a really cool deck overall. I think this is an interesting deck. I don't think many people are running the Boomy here. So, hey, oh, that's awesome. Second place is Year of the Slime. Very fucking accurate. And after, I don't know, 3 fucking Standby Muron Slime decks, in the top 8, I think the next ban list is going to be hitting something a little bit more than the Climax combos, Bushiroad, please. Homeboy also went in with like a whole bunch of higher rarity stuff. We got the Milim SP, that's fucking cool. The Muron SP and everything. So it is utilizing the level 2 Muron combo and everything with the level 1 Standby Rimuru combo, which the main thing for this is just like you do another trigger check. You do trigger check twice for the Climax combo, but it's the fact of you're being able to standby in whatever the hell you need at any point in time. Pants can grab back, more pants to trigger or grab back standby to play. It's kind of whatever. So just really cool. And the typical like slime top end, no surprise here, but once again, like I don't dislike the deck. It is a very, very cool deck, and clearly it's very powerful considering the top 8 had 3. If I were to go through the entire thing, there's Pants Muron, 2 Soul Muron, Standby Muron. There's a lot of slime up in the entire 56 decks up here, and it's probably even more considering we don't even know some of the people who like I said, they just never got the information for. So it's probably a very, very high showing, much more so than we realize. So, yeah, I think they're going to have to hit the fucking deck. I'm just saying. So, considering it got second place, you could say it almost won, Worlds. But Ryushin showed up with Caligura, and we're going to look over this really quick. Obviously, Shark Girl does Shark Girl things. You can't really complain. Unless you're on the receiving end of Gura, then you could probably complain all fucking day. But the level 1 Kali is the other combo of the deck for the choice trigger. I actually really like this Climax combo in general. I've kind of been advocating it even before. Like, people were like, oh, just shove it into, like, the standby deck anyway. Like, nah, you can actually use the Climax combo. But yeah, just very interesting. One interesting tech in here I haven't really seen people run a whole bunch was this particular Noel. And one of the big things for this, it's an early play that the turn it's played on stage from hand, it gets 4,500 power, and the opponent can't play back. All players can't play backup from their hands. It also, the buff is until the end of the opponent's next turn. So it's a 14k the turn that you play it. And the opponent can't play backup, so they can't anti-change it, or they can't anti-change if you had like another one like the Suisei or anything of that nature when you attack with this. And so, I mean, you can get over a lot of stuff with this particular Noel. It's a neat little off finisher, I guess. You'd never expect it to go off, but I mean, maybe it went off more than I realized. But yeah, so it was very cool to see that tech in there. The Matsuri stock swap, the Kali cancel burn, the cancel burn +1, the early play Suisei, just a lot of just really good, like, fun tech cards in my mind. But yeah, I really can't say much else. Obviously, I'd like to, at some point, get Ryushin and Jazzy in on another podcast episode or another video in general and kind of just, pick their brains and discussion and everything. But once again, go listen to their podcast, the Refresh Point podcast. They obviously, like I said, they discuss how their overall experience going to Worlds in general, not just the games and everything. And it was just really cool to listen to. But yeah, that is going to be it. Like I said, just kind of wanted to take a quick look-see over it and just kind of show stuff off. Something needs to be done about slime. Congratulations once again to Steve, the world champion for 2023. I'm just really proud of the Refresh Point boys in general. Like, they're just doing so fucking awesome. So hey, keep it going, guys, and yeah, that'll be it for us today. We will see y'all on the flip side. Peace out for now.